per game.
It's all over the place, isn't it?
It really is. It really throws you a little bit because you'll have games like this when we had 35 yards. Now, they won, so he's not worried about it at all, and truly is not worried about it, which is not normal for a wide receiver. But when you look at also when he has the big games, they are massive, and that's why he's leading the league in yardage.
Like the 300-yard game earlier this season. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's caught. Jones. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously, but the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
On 2nd down, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 4 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 53 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Carr to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing now is Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Shreds the tackle. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was fourth down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Hey, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here come the Falcons again on offense, who set a game up on Tampa Bay through 12 weeks in the NFC South. And one guy who helped get them there that maybe many people didn't see doing that, Taylor Gabriel. He's turned out to be a big part of this offense, hasn't he?
He has, and it's so unfortunate for the Cleveland Browns as they try to improve their team and are struggling through a very difficult 2016 that they let this guy go. And in Atlanta, he's turned into a little bit of a cult star, hasn't he? A couple of touchdowns this past Sunday. He's really become a great player. And the Falcons, they even tweeted out thanks to the Browns.
To throw is he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. They go with Murray again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And Jones has it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Raiders. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Carr backing up, letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on first down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on his. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, here we go. Red,
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Murray the lone setback. Carr to throw on second down. Crabtree has it. 15 yards there for number 15. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From midfield, here's Carr. Surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. From the gun, it's Carr. Holmes has got it complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and run with Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So the offense has it 1st and 10. first and 10, it's Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Third down here.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Freeman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First and goal, defense, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Murray the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
All right, here we go. Red, zebra. Zebra. Here we go. Red, 18. We go rally. Rally. We ready.
A toss to Murray. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Deep drop, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. Play action. Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now carry. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Back to throw, Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And this time he's able to take it down to the... And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr to throw. Pass incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go into this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They come out here in the eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Fresh set of downs here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart, started adding to it, and here we are today.
Second down following the incompletion. He's back to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu with 9 seconds remaining. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need to hold in the darkness of the night. And when I say, show me my place, you are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light. One foot in a deep revival, another one going in the fire. Only one that can save me now is you. Healing, oh, I need a healing. I can feel it now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Ryan's Falcons. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
A little track jump. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. On 3rd down, Ryan finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space. In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
And the wideout in motion. To throw again is Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, They give him full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And incomplete to open things up. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot receivers.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Adrian Claymore in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. It's Carr. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And Carr's going to keep it himself. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. One receiver to the left is Cooper. To throw his Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Charles, as we glance back at Week 12 for a second, of all the games that were played, maybe that Chiefs-Broncos the most significant when you look at the playoff picture?
Most significant and maybe best played. I mean, think about all the excitement that went into that game, all the big plays. Both sides having it.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jihad Ward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 52 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down. Alert. All right, here we go. 3, 19.
They'll go with the keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Schaub scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Carr throwing on second down. It's caught by Clive Walford. That'll be a gain of 16. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. And fits the exact right words. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
All right, here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Andre Holmes high in the air to bring it in. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
The exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go. Shift. Watch the shift.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Ryan will throw again. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the lead is up to 18 now. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go.
Carr now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down now after the pass completion. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay. Zebra.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. Now, Carr again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 3rd and long, it's Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And Jones has it over the middle. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes it's through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So the myth has been shattered.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ryan now off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defensive defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They come out here in the eye. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Carr will try it again on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't.
It got his man complete. A big play there. Carr to Cooper, 45 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back now in Atlanta. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is Freeman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On second down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Ryan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way down, and this will be caught at the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Ryan to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They pitch it out to Murray, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, I never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, I never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Weatherman says it's gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top, cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck floor? It's about to get done in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass and get thirsty. Listen, about to get done. It's just something about a good old flood. Watching that red clay turn to mud.
Sling it up, slam past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off, living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, this a rowdy crowd. Yeah, your scab is still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. That's that, that's get thirsty. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Girl, your whole life's about to change. Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. You don't worry. Light that fire, we gonna crank that country. Pass that, let's get thirsty. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Everybody get thirsty. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty. Yeah. Listen, about to get dirty. Come on. Nasty.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying to relate.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. They come out here in the I. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And now it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time. And now it's third down. And this Jacksonville Jaguar defense, Charles, they have a lot riding on the youngster Jalen Ramsey.
As you well know, he was my #1 player coming out of the 2016 draft. I loved his versatility. The big question mark, is he enough of a ball hawk? Didn't have very many interceptions in college, but boy, he does everything else that you want. Runs, hits, wraps up on his tackles. He's going to start on the corner for the Jaguars. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throw on second down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 37 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down, Bortles. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play. Tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Murray the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. 15 yards there for number 15. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Again, it's Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Andre Holmes from 10 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And this Jacksonville offense, they get ready to go again. And, where does this offense go from here right now? They're 2-9. Not to look too far into the future, but is Blake Bortles' job safe going into next? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Play clock winding down. Carr now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Carr now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He's going to loft one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route. Partner, a lot of people think the tight end's a safety valve position, but I think in situations like this, he's often a primary receiver, and they missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, missed an opportunity indeed to pick up the 1st.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up 1st downs.
Now this time Bortles will throw. It's caught right side. It's Hurns. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, Setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Throwing now is Carr, and that's complete to Walford. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
We ready?
Carr to throw on second down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. All right, here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 52 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Here's Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 15 yards there for number 15. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, we're going to rally.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Murray, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And Carr's going to keep it himself. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Carr keeps, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr in the final seconds of the first half, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Bortles. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come up in an offset eye. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw, it's Bortles. He's going to loft into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. the INT. It's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run the counter with Murray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Open man is Holmes. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And a cutback. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.